Hello and welcome to So Says Guess. Another day. I'm just sat here oozing sheer sex appeal. Honestly, I love being a part of this. I love that the all is letting me be a part of this, but sometimes I would like to wake up just a little bit more before it kicks me out of bed. But yeah, we've got a topic for today. Now, disclaimers, these are just my thoughts and opinions, and also I swear. Now, recently, because we've got, at the minute, a takeover of our country, and we are being, literally, it's like, nobody's saying a damn thing. Well, we are, you know what I mean? People on new media are saying, pointing out the obvious. We've got people who are going out and documenting, wrongings, doing wrong things and whatever. At the TV, the official channels, the employees of everywhere, are going along with something that's absolutely, utterly nonsensical, that makes no sense. And that's because they've been handed down orders from the bastards who basically want the takeover of our country. They A, want us dumbed down. We're starting to wake up. Do you know what I mean? And we're starting to say, excuse me, but why are things run this way? This makes no sense. You know what I mean? And we need shutting up. The boot on a neck jobby. They need us to shut the fuck up before we become self-aware and whatever. And I've said before on videos before, please, like, this is the reason that we have to hit the floor running. One of the reasons that we have to go out and work every day. And trust me, the reason that you feel that that is what you have to do as a human being is because them bastards have trained you, have brainwashed you since you could wipe your own arse to do that. To get out of bed, to go to a place that you don't want to be at, to do something you don't want to do. It's all right because you got your mates there, you got your breaks, that kind of thing, to take the edge off. You got the odd person in authority who's nice to you that makes it a better experience, that kind of thing. But you don't need to go there. Do you know what I mean? It bears no relevance to your life going to school. And then it bears no relevance to your life going to work. And it is not what you were born to do, my darling. It is not what you were born to do. And these bastards know that because they stole the secrets of the universe in the get-go and basically have used them to enslave all of humanity forever. Now, I did post yesterday, I found a video from 16 years ago where I actually draw the pyramid with the separate eye, because that's got the knowledge and, like past and society, past and future, I think it's called. 16 years ago, apart from the fact that I said, it's the Queen, fucking twat. Oh God, I was so embarrassed when I watched that back. It's the Queen. How did I ever think that, fucker? But the actual structure of everything, literally 16 years on, I'm like, mate, that cock on, absolutely got it, cock on. I have not changed my opinion in 16 fucking years. And do you know what? In 16 years from now, I'm going to be saying the exact same fucking thing because it's the fucking truth, right? And yeah, 16 years. What if we'd thought this 16 years ago when I was first pointing this out? What if we'd have all hopped on that bandwagon and had a fucking go? What a world we would be living in now. Do you know what I mean? And we can do that anytime. Now, 16 years in the future, 160 years in the fucking future. Hopefully fucking not. But my work is all here. So, anytime anybody wants to pay the fuck attention, like literally, I'm right here. Anyways, that's by the by. So today we're going to look at the NHS because that's what they all decided it was going to fucking stick in my head when I woke up. And literally, that's the point, right? Yay. Basically, that's why part of the reason that they want us out of bed with alarm clocks, groggy, is because the best time to communicate with the all, like literally, how stupid do I say that? The all, there you go. The universal energy that we're all a part of, that we're like a giant energetic soup, if you will, that we're all ingredients of, and we can tap into, you know what I mean? And that is what you pray to, you wish to, you worship, except we're told by them bastards who have a vested interest in us not knowing what God is, who designed at least 3 religions, a little trinity of religions that make us think we're superior to people who ain't from that religion. And yes, Christianity is the same as that. Trust me. When I first started, so says Kez, I keep, like, occasionally this bloke will come back to my head. And this is before I ever really knew what was going on, you know, when I was starting to learn. I had a friend called John who I'd met on this conspiracy theory website when I first started. He's the guy who told me to do this YouTube. Loved the man. And we set up a website. Well, I set it up, but with his cajoling, set up a website called Convergence, right? letsavers.ning.com. Ning got taken down, as did the website. But we had a little team. And basically, the American fellas, this chap had a friend, this John had a friend. And basically, I said, do you want a saviour or not? Now, I didn't mean me, because like there was some dilly-dallying must have been going on. But the idea with Convergence was get people from all walks of life, your solicitors, your admin, you know, like cleaners, you know, road workers, people from all walks of life to converge together to work out how we're going to shape this new world, the way of doing it that cuts off them crusty old bastards, right? Genius idea. Nearly 20 years on, I'm like, no, like literally, I was not ready back then for a start off. But I said, like, oh, come on, do you want a saviour or not? Because this is, the all is our saviour, always has been. It's our daddy. It is the everything. It is, like, literally, it's what makes us and what makes everything fucking tick. And trust me, it is fucking saddened by the state of how we're fucking, the shit that we believe for a start off, just because we're fucking told it. It created us to be more intelligent than that. It created us to be individuals. Why would our creator make us individual, make us so unique, visibly unique, and, you know, like mentally unique, give us all different gifts and abilities, and then say every single one of us has to be identical? Fucking evil, which the universe is not, which God, you know, God is not. Is not. And it also has an IQ, and it is fucking despairing. It's not laughing at us, it's not fucking angry. Like, them bastards will have you believe that God gets fucking angry at everything. It's not angry, it's fucking despondent right now, because we're just not fucking evolving. And the religion that is after taking over the entire Western world, that they say themselves, every day I post proof on Facebook that of coming out of their own mouth that is what they're doing. And I'm Islamophobic for pointing it out, right? But they're openly saying it. That's how fucking thick we're being. We're just not listening. Anyway, right. But when you get up in the morning, when you go to bed at night, that is when you are closest to the universal energy that we are all a part of. Oh, John. So this bloke, I said, I'm so sorry, I forgot to mention that, a tangent. I'm a bit ADHD. This bloke said to me, I don't need a saviour, enough blood has been spilt for me on the cross. And literally I was so upset that I'd upset this bloke, that he thought I was up my own arse. I didn't fucking go online for 3 months. I used to be like that. I would literally disappear for 3 months if somebody upset me. And funnily enough, the reason I put myself on the experiment, I credit my mother, right? Because she used to say, you're too soft, that's your trouble. You need to put yourself first. And when I was diagnosed with MS and lost my car, I said, well, what? I said to myself, to the universe, what if I'm right and she's wrong? What if the way I feel that I should be is the way that I'm actually meant to be? So because I was in a protective bubble, because I didn't leave the fucking house, I changed myself. And now I do put other people before myself. And literally, I'm fucking hard as nuts now. Do you know what I mean? I didn't have to be hard in order and cut people off and put myself first, you know what I mean, in order to toughen up. I opened myself up. I got hurt a lot. It battered me. I carried on going anyway, still being fucking nice. And now I'm hard as fucking nails. Do you know what I mean? Not in a fighty way, because I'm a pacifist. Do you know what I mean? We don't need to be fighting. Another lie that's come down from there. Anyways, there'll probably be something else that comes back. But yeah, the morning thing. Basically, ask questions. And literally, you know, like, it doesn't matter. Like, it all doesn't matter if you call it Jehovah, Yahweh, or fucking Allah, right? Does not fucking matter. All it wants is for you to appreciate the fucking life it given you. And to be good with it. And to keep the energy balanced. To coexist and make the earth fruitful. But we can't do that because them bastards took the secrets, wrote 3 religions that has us all fucking thinking we're superior to fucking each other. And then basically has us fucking fighting wars. And especially the religion of peace, which it tells to chop people's head off if they disagree with you. Like, I'm going to bet, like I said the other day about my daughter, I have 3 kids, right? And literally, if 2 of my kids went for each other, do you think I'd let one of them kill the other one? They're all my children. We are all God's children. Do you seriously think that God's going to sit there and go, look at him, look at how many people he's killing. Oh, isn't he good? No, mate, you're an embarrassment. You literally, when you die, you're going to find out just how wrong you were. Well, you won't. You'll just fucking drift off. Anyway, shut up, Gary. So today, 13 minutes in, not too bad. We're going to talk about the NHS, and the NHS's complicity with the current Muslim takeover of the UK. Right now, again, the NHS. Not the employees' fault, because all they're doing, again, just like our local Labour ward councillor, are just blindly following orders given down from up there. They are told, this is what you've got to do now. And it's like, right, okay, well, that's what we all believe. And that's what we've got to evolve past as humans. Just blindly believing lies. Because the people who are handing them down to you don't give a shit if you live or die. Not a single shiny shit. In fact, they'd rather you die to decrease the surplus population. Getting up towards Christmas, they'd get a bit Scrooge on it. But literally, they'd rather you were dead. Bill Gates has said it himself. They all say it themselves. Stanley Johnson's dad, right? And I learned this during lockdown. Stanley Johnson's dad said that the preferred population of the UK is 50,000 people. Not 50 million, 50,000. That's how many people Boris Johnson's dad thinks should be alive in the UK. And yet, even though the toffs the elite, the Freemasons, the ones, that go to the little lodge meetings and whatever. Bless them, for they know not what they do. Basically, it's like, like everybody's like, yeah, we need the population needs to come down. And yet the UK at the minute, they're cramming in rapists and murderers, right? Because that's how people operate in other countries. There is no, oh no, bless them, they're fleeing. No, the people coming on the dinghies, right, are the ones that the legit people are running from. And we're just saying, come in, free mobile phone, here you go, have some free money. Look at this, lovely, all your meals cooked for you, all your cleaning done. And they smash them up. That's a new thing that whistleblowers are coming out with now, showing evidence that these people have no respect for what we're giving them when they arrive here, and they are smashing up their hotels and the rents. And literally, I don't know much about this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Me. Rachel Reeves has done something with putting up something for landlords, right? Now, I heard it. I don't even know what it is, right? But when I heard it, I was like, that is so. They're like, well, you know what I mean? People can't afford to rent from me. But Serco were going to give me a fucking shit ton of money to have migrants in my house, so I'm just going to take that. They'll deal with all the fucking repairs. They'll deal with all the maintenance. Fuck it, easy. So that's what I think she's done. Whatever it is that she did, I think she's done it so that private renters won't be able to rent. Let me know what you think in the comments. I could be just completely misreading that. It's just something that I saw in passing. But the NHS, right? Like, for a start off, we've got the NHS at the minute endorsing current first cousin marriage because Muslims prefer to marry family. That's what their holy book says. And it doesn't matter if you're fucking, yes, like, you can't tie every Muslim in with the extremists, but first off, nobody, regular Muslims do not stand up and point these guys out and say, don't speak for me, mate. Right? None of them do that. Till they start doing that, I will differentiate between the Muslims and say that some are better than others. But at the minute, they're not, because they're allowing it. You're either doing it or you're fucking allowing it. And allowing it is as bad as doing it in a lot of ways, right? And also, something else. Oh, fuck it, dog. Let's go back to cousin marriages. Oh, yeah. And also, they all believe exactly what they read in the book. That's what Islam is about, the Quran. And how scholars, the men who are like, yeah, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Fuck yeah, I'll follow fucking all the fucking women I can physically take on. I'm having that, mate. And, like, literally, that book tells you that men are better than women. Tells men, a holy book gives men instructions on how to beat their wife. Like, the holy book segregates the sexes. And that literally they will just believe anything if it's written down in that book. Doesn't matter whether it makes sense or not. But in Somalia, their average IQ is 68. That's average IQ. That means a lot of people in Somalia have IQs below 60. Below 60. And they're coming in over here in dinghies. And do you really think they're going to go like, oh, I'm in England now, I best not rape anybody it's been instilled in me since I first opened this book that I should be doing. I'm not going to do it because I'm in good old blood. Fuck off. Utter insanity. Anyway, back to the NHS. So, first cousin marriage, right? Let's call it what it is. Incest. Inbreeding. I meant inbreeding, not incest. Could be incest, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But inbreeding. It is called inbreeding. And my whole life, I'm 54 years of age, and my whole life I have been told inbreeding is disgusting. We have films like Wrong Turn and whatever. Do you know what I mean? We have people in America. There is a family in America that a fella went over and spent time with and whatever, that are inbred. Proper, do you know what I mean? Like proper fucking nightmare scenarios. And we've got the NHS endorsing it, condoning it, saying, oh, you know, inbreeding, it's lovely, really, because it keeps the community together. That comes down from there. Inbreeding in bad, okay? We are told that all our lives. All of a sudden, because we have a Muslim invasion, we've got to think that fucking inbreeding is tippity top. Now that is going to fucking plummet the NHS into a cesspit, right? Like literally, we don't have enough fucking services. The waiting lists are fucking endless for waities in white person country. Sorry to be racist about it, but I think that Britain is a white country. Is it not? Are we a white country? You know, like, get it? Like, do not mind. I'm not racist. Do not mind multiculturalism. I'm a little bit against a hostile invasion of our fucking country that's being aided and abetted by, say, our government, but it's the people that run the government. And if we get the Tories in, the same people will run the fucking government, because we have the same puppet masters. The madness, the thieves, the liars, who literally, Islam is just them on crack. They've gone like, right, let's make a religion where we can just act out all of our debauched fantasies legally. Why not? Then we'll make another one that's like the opposite of that, that's just like really sucky and whatever. But let's have a bit of that kiddie fiddling in there as well. Oh, and let's have another one. Let's have them have tunnels underneath fucking New York or wherever it were. Whole fucking operations for kiddie fiddling. All three of them, Christianity, Judaism and Islam, encompass kiddie fiddling. Admittedly, with Christianity, it's more the, priests and stuff like that than everyday folk. But there are some weird everyday folk that claim that their insanity is perfectly okay because they have said that Jesus is their Lord and Saviour, and that's all they need to do. Because that's what them bastards have taught us. All we need to do is believe a book that they wrote for us, whichever one they wrote. Pick a fucking genre. Do you know what I mean? Just pick one, mate. Follow it for your whole life. Waste your life so that you don't live the life that they all fucking gave you, so that we can just go about. Like, literally, do you really think that the universe is going to let them get away with that forever? Does that make any sense to you? Like, literally, people are expecting God to fucking turn up in the sky, Jesus to come along riding fucking a chariot or whatever. Like, the universe is going to fucking kick off. Anyways, the universe is already starting to kick off. But anyway, so inbreeding, something absolutely nonsensical. Been told in this country forever that inbreeding is bad. All of a sudden, because them bastards want the Muslim takeover of our country, they're telling the NHS to say that it's a good thing, even though they know it's not. Even though they know that it ends in fucking massive disabilities. And they are, like, they'll have disabled children, and then that child will also marry a first cousin. Like, literally, it's fucking insanity. And yet it's what we're being done. Another thing, I have been doing this for 18 years and whatever, and recently because I am the gobby little shit, and I don't mind fucking saying this, right? But a lot of people do, because we do have it brainwashed into us that we can't be Islamophobic. That's the worst thing in the world to be. Can't say no about them. They're the fucking victim. No, they're the perpetrator. They're the aggressor. They're the attacker. They have come here to dominate and take over. Read their holy book. It's what it's all fucking about, right? And basically, but because we're good people, we can't possibly comprehend the knowledge of somebody being so fucking evil that it's like, no, don't be daft. But trust me, that is an evil entity. Islam is an evil entity. The Quran is an evil book. And it's full of nonsense. And it starts out saying this book is to teach you what to do so that you can have a good afterlife. It says at the beginning of the book, this book is to stop you living. Stop you being individual. Stop you having independent thought. Stop you living your life. And if you kill, lots of people will give you some virgins, but not until we can't prove that we were lying. So you can't come back and say you were lying. Where are the virgins? This ain't happened. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Can't do it then. Oh, it's blind faith. And like, we need to start employing some fucking logic in this bastard. Anyway, so like, I have been doing this a while, and I do have people that will come to me and tell me things, right? And so somebody has told me they have witnessed with their own eyes in hospitals, because like, the government are saying that they need to import, like, literally look at the fucking logic of what comes out of these people. They say we need to import foreign fucking workers, foreign workers in the NHS. We need there to be people who don't speak fucking English looking after English people. And bugger me if it's not about the English people. Because I have it on authority that somebody has witnessed 2 nurses looking after, and this is something that, like, people who love Islam will say, oh, but they treat their elderly well, right? And basically, I know somebody who has seen 2 people looking after an elderly Muslim man, whilst there were white people in a Leicester, I think, hospital, while there's a white person having to fend for themselves with dementia, not being able to eat, and there's 2 fucking nurses looking after a Muslim man. So yes, they do look after them, but they look after them at the expense of people who were born here. And them bastards are shipping them in from outside to do that job, when our people who already live here can't get a job in the NHS. They are shipping in people, especially to work in the NHS. People who often don't speak English. And I remember, like, when I was little, I spent a lot of time in the hospital. A lot of time. And I was thinking when I was in bed, actually, last night, funnily enough, I just remembered, like, a nurse. And the feeling that I had when I was in hospital, when I was little, and obviously I'm going to get extra preferential treatment. I was only fucking 10, and I'd just had all my hair shaved off. And had life-saving surgery, like, and I was dinky, do you know what I mean? So they'd have been like, oh, Nenny about me. But it was a real different experience. I have also been in hospital, another life-saving surgery. I've nearly died twice in my life. And funnily enough, on the video that I watched back yesterday, where I'm doing the diagrams, like, I got a scarf around my neck because I'd just had life-saving surgery again that year, because there was no budget for me to have a tooth removed. I'd got an infected tooth, and basically I'd already had my allotted NHS treatment for the 3-month period. So because he couldn't fucking take my tooth out with a pair of pliers and whatever, and he didn't believe in giving you amoxicillin, because he said that, like, you know, it took, you know, you built up a tolerance and whatever, and it didn't do. And basically, I ended up with my neck. My neck was bigger than my head. I mean, it's pretty big now that I'm fat, but it was like, and I felt the pustules just pop up. It was horrible. It was like the Nutty Professor. So I got rushed in for emergency surgery. Then completely different experience, completely different world. The NHS is a completely different world in 40 years. Completely changed beyond all human imagining. Sterile now. It's not. You know what I mean? They're bloody lovely people that work at the NHS. I am not dissing doctors and nurses. Do not get me wrong. It's the structure. And guess who fucking runs the fucking hospitals? Interserve. Guess who? Interserve are owned by Serco. Serco also own G4, who run the prisons. Like literally, Serco, the whole fucking everything. All of the money goes to fucking Serco. Serco also do the Fit for Work scam. Literally, absolutely deplorable. Yeah, so they are shipping in people from outside. So we're not getting, you know, like you don't get that, you know, like so much of a vibe in the hospital. But yeah, so there are elderly Muslims getting extra treatment because I know somebody that witnessed about it. And the other thing that the NHS are being fucking complicit in, the government, them bastards, right? My arch nemesis, right? Is obviously we've got like the boat guys coming in, right? We don't know who they are. They have no documentation. We do know that they've gone through military service. We do know that they're military trained. That is one thing that we know. And we know that a lot of them are Muslims. So that they've been reading one book their whole life that tells them to do bad things, like start wars and fiddle with kids. Right? We're letting them in. We're going, here you go, have all of this free stuff. One of the free stuff that they can have is access to the NHS. Right? Now, most people I call it doctor appointment roulette. Right? You've got to get up in the morning at 8 o'clock. You've got to start ringing. And if you're lucky, you will get an appointment. If not, you won't. Right? So you used to ring every day, and hopefully you don't die before you get a doctor's appointment, right? It ain't that dire. I don't think so anyway. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you've got any stories on how the NHS has treated you. Please leave me a comment. Because we need to be discussing these things. You know what I mean? And you won't be arrested for having an opinion. Be careful what you say when you write anything to me. But you won't be had up for guilty for association because we're not lying. Do you know what I mean? But if you come in on a dinghy and there's anything wrong with you, basically they will bring a doctor in, that they will have surgeries at that hotel, especially for you guys, especially for you. Yes, I'm that kind of person. That's why I'm single, mate. One of the many, many reasons. Can you imagine living with it? I'm quite glad I do, actually. You know, like I really do like being. I like my life. I had somebody be really horrible at me for saying that I was liking my life. I like being single. Like, you know, I did a video on it, I think. You know, like I'm responsible for the fucking downfall of society because I'm happy. Like, all right then, Steve. Right. So you'll get the doctor come in. Obviously, they'll, you know, like, and they've got all their appointments sorted. They'll get chauffeured places. They don't have to pay for taxis and shit like that because they get. I'm so sorry. I've got a pug. Right. Be right back. So sorry. Not professional. This is the thing about me. I feel like there's a fuck. Do you know what? There's a bag of bollocks. This fucking picking my nose. But this is the thing. I stand before you, the direct opposition of everything that you fucking know. and just showing you that, like, you know, that the way we're doing it is wrong. You know, like, it's news readers just sat there not moving their head, like full face fucking makeup, just not. Here are some words that I've been told from up there that I have to tell you that you have to believe. I don't necessarily have to believe them, but by heck am I ever being paid a lot of money for what I do? That kind of thing. Fuck that, mate. You know, be you, be real. Keep it real. Do you know what I mean? Absolute bollocks the way that we have to behave. Professionalism. Fuck that. It's easier to follow, you know what I mean? But it does dumb us down being spoken to like that, because we don't have to put any fucking free thought into it. Anyways, so we've got the doctors that go out to the hotels, right, and give free healthcare to these illegal people that have all had military training, and 90% of have grown up reading a book that tells them that they've got to invade places and sleep with all the women, impregnate them, so that they take over from the inside. I ain't making it up. This is not lies, right? But one thing that you won't even see on the fucking TV, because I've never seen it on the TV, right? One thing that these lovely men are bringing in, their military training, their derogatory thoughts to women. Just to remind you, because some of you might not have been here with me for very long, but last summer I met an Afghan boatman. Oh God, he was bloody beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Like, ain't I fucking, don't I have it bad? Like, my ideal men, fucking Arabs, mate. That's like the all saying, right, you're gonna be single forever, because you're not gonna find a fucking decent fucking Arab, are you? And when I first started So Says Kez, my main fucking viewing demographic was Saudi Arabia. I thought I was in. I didn't. I got a fiance at the time. Anyways, well, no, actually, technically, not technically, because not in the eyes of the law, but I was married. Anyways, right? Now, I have heard this from several places, right? That some of these people coming in have tuberculosis. Now, the UK, I remember this from when I was young as well. It's like, oh yeah, so-and-so had TB. They've stamped that out now, right? They have stamped out TB. They had stamped out TB. In England, we had stamped out TB. TB. We need to stamp out TB. Not I'm a celeb though. I'm enjoying that. Shut up, Dexter. Yeah. I don't know who it was. I don't know whether it was a GB News thing, but somebody showed a picture of this A4 sheet of paper, and it was 3 lines on this A4 sheet of paper of names of refugees, boatmen, sexy boatman. And I said, I was just finding out about, because I've only been researching Islam since May, so this was about June, July, end of June, I think. I don't know. Did do a video on it. And I got talking to him because I was pissed, and he was beautiful. And I just wanted to look into his eyes. He got them like sort of like golden coloured. So handsome. And I said, like, oh, is it right that you think that women and girls are like lesser than you are? And he said, yes, we do. Muslims. Because I was like, oh, you Muslim? He's like, yeah, I'm a Muslim. Is it right that you think that women are like lesser than you are? And he's like, yeah, we do. Do you know what I mean? But the ones that are trying to take over our country, I mean, he was a military fella. Like, his mate was wearing one of them. You know, like, they looked military. These guys look military. Leicester Town Centre. Never bumped into him again. Bit of a bugger. Fucking Lord. Anyways, so these guys, 3 fucking sheets, 3 lists of guys that have come over here illegally, fucked off. Nowhere to be seen. Cannot find these men. Got in here, buggered off. Probably to cells, sleeper cells, do you know what I mean? Around the country. You know, like I know somebody who lives over the other side of Leicester. She's the one who lives over the road from an HMO, and they had Somalians having a knife fight in the middle of the street out the front of our house. And you won't see that on the news. You won't see the Leicester Mercury reporting on the actual knife crime in the HMOs in Leicester right now. Will not see it reported. It is happening, right? So sorry. So sorry. But she said that one day a van turned up and a load of people just got out of this van and went into this fucking house. A load of foreign people just piled out the back of this van and went in the house. It's over the other side of Leicester. It is happening. Do you know what I mean? Not everything that we see is all that's happening. There is a lot going on. We have got these people kicking off. It's just not reported on. But on this sheet of paper of these people who've just fucking gone missing, there's like a load that are highlighted. These are the people who've come in with fucking TB. These are the people who verifiably have TB. I watched one of the auditing channels go to a migrant hotel, and he's like, "Can I come round?" And the bloke on the door, because they're always pretty much always foreigners. And he's like, "No, I can't let you in. We've got a resident with TB." Like literally, TB is being knowingly reintroduced into the UK. And the NHS ain't saying a damn thing about it. And the government ain't saying a damn thing about it. Nobody's saying a damn thing about it. Nobody's saying a damn thing about anything, because we've had it brainwashed into us that we're fucking Islamophobic. If we question their hostile takeover, well, it's not hostile because they're the religion of peace. They're the ones that kill everybody. They're the ones that fucking rape everybody. It's all in their holy book and they're allowed to fucking do it. They're praying to their deity who says that they can fucking murder and fucking rape 5 times a fucking day. And if you ask any of them, what you get is a history lesson. You get what they learn and repeat. Learn and repeat. Zero independent thought. You cannot follow Islam if you have independent thought, because it directly contradicts their fucking holy book, which makes no sense. And on that note, I'm going to go, 40 minutes again. Oh, well, at least it all gets me up running. But yeah, so TB, inbreeding, fucking, and pulling in foreigners to do the work. And while we've got record unemployment, they're shipping it. They're saying the NHS needs people from other countries. That's what them bastards are saying. We can't run our own hospitals. And I think that's because if we did it, we'd go, excuse me, this ain't fucking working in our favour. But if they bring in people from outside, they'll do whatever they're fucking told. We've got to intelligence up and fucking sharp about it. We've got to start talking to each other about fucking basic logic and common sense, because this isn't run like this. Just saying, yeah, inbreeding's great, or that alone, just think about it. The logic of going, yeah, inbreeding, you know, like, and I'm sorry to be like, that's, you know, like, I'm disabled myself. Do you know what I mean? You know, that is my visual for being thick as fuck, to be fair. But yeah, I can see how that would have been better. And I don't mean it, but they don't fucking understand me, because they're out of it. The vegetables, as Dana Scully once said on the X-Files, before we were fucking PC'd out of existence, before people couldn't actually say words anymore. And I remember this happening. This has happened in front of my eyes as well. I remember the old, like, bar fucking black sheep was being seen as racist. Never met anybody in my life that thinks that bar black sheep is fucking racist. It's because black sheep or rarer than white sheep. So you want to go, it's like, mate, I want wool from the black sheep. I want some black wool. Well, we've only got one black sheep. We've got 40 white sheep, but we've only got one black sheep. And it's like, well, yeah, but I want black wool. Can I get some? And it's like, well, we can only get 3 bags out of one fucking sheep. And we've got one for the master, one for the dame, one for the little boy who lives down the lane. Why the little boy who lives down the lane? Unless he's the ginger one who they get the piss from. Don't even fucking ask me. But yeah, ginger people, be fucking aware, because the Muslims are fucking coming for you, mate. Trust me. And literally, if you've got any brain cells whatsoever, you shouldn't. I watched a woman last night, watched a video of this lady who'd married an Islamic man, a Muslim, and it was like cautionary tale. And she's like, oh, you know, like he told me that I'm not allowed to believe so-and-so about Jesus. She's like, oh, I wanted to marry him. He said, well, you've got to be a Muslim first. So she converted just so she could marry this man she fancied. Seriously, don't put things above yourself. No deal is worth it. There is not a man on this fucking planet that is worth you giving up, selling your soul for. But she did. But she still believed in Jesus and whatever. And he's like, no, you can't believe in this. And she's like, what? No, I'm not stopping believing. Well, you shouldn't have fucking joined Islam then, really, should you, love? She's like, I know, this is what I believe. I'm not stopping believing that. Obviously, marriage wasn't over because you can't divorce a Muslim man without his fucking permission. So he just started beating her up instead. Or, in other words, the marriage got physical. She was physically abused. He kicked the living shit out of her because, you know, she was nothing more than property. Oh, actually, I really need to get my Quran out, because in, you know, like the Surah 434, you know, like where it teaches you how to beat your own wife. It says in there, when a man possesses a woman, I need to get that out. I need to sit with my highlighter and just fucking go through the entire thing at some point. But I know I'll get angry, and I know that it'll do no fucking good. But it will happen one day if they all wants me to. Wrong hand. If they all wants me to. That's what happens. Anyways, 50 minutes is more than fucking enough. And if you've made it to the end, I owe you a bevy, and I am so fucking grateful. And I'm so sorry that my videos take so long at the minute, but they're getting more honest, you know, like I get more shit in there, and hopefully I'm starting to make a bit of sense. I am not against Muslims, and I am not against disabled people. I am solely against the thieves and the lies, the entity that we don't even know who these people are. Do you know what I mean? They're that wealthy that they're completely anonymous. They can pay for anonymity. They just operate in the shadows. Do you know what I mean? And I don't care who they are. It's the entity. The thieves who stole the secrets of the universe. That's why I was taught all this shit. To fucking take that away from them, because they do not deserve your soul, my darling. They do not deserve your soul. And they have fucked over everybody, especially Muslims. And I know that literally Muslims will fucking hate me right now. But it's them that I'm fighting for most, really. Because they have been lied to, and they cannot live their lives. They are not allowed to live their lives. They have got a fucking Gert book on a chain hanging around their neck, stopping them living normal human being lives. And it all comes from them bastards. And I don't think that they deserve your soul. And I think that it's about time that we stopped them. So stop me and bow on. Let's talk about this. Please leave me comments. Please consider liking, sharing. Please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Like, if you subscribe, press the little dingy, because I have got a boot on the neck. They don't want what I'm saying in particular to be out there. So if you have found me by accident, fucking good on you, mate. Let's hang on. Anyways, thank you for being here. Please come back, and please forgive me for the but I will do it again because it's something that I do. It's just that I did it in the wrong place, and I'm so sorry. Thank you for being here. Please come back and never forget that I love you all. Bye.